Hello Commanders, and welcome to another day in Star Trek Fleet Command. In today's video, I want to revisit the crewing for the Mantis, and this is because we found an error, and I think I have some thoughts here, but I want to thank Makuru9573 and David Lewis 4720. Makuru had mentioned, said, no, your crew's wrong, dude. You fix it to get better results, and David Lewis confirmed. And so I think what happened, and this comes from David, I think I agree with him. I think Scopely just copied the defense stats or the stats from the Explorer or the Chrysalis to the Apex. And so it's wrong. But I wanted to run some tests to prove it, even though I believed it 100% to be true, because as soon as they had said that, I thought to myself, I swear I had this conversation with someone ages ago when I was still using my Mantis, and he was a player I trust inside and out to know this game, and even he got tricked up by what they had on stfc.space. And like what we had in our last video, we looked, and both the Chrysalis and the Apex, the Explorer and the Interceptor, had their main defensive stat, which was the highest, is or was shield deflection, which means you should use Marcus on both of them, because it's when you lower the shield mitigation in this case, or lower the highest defensive stat, that's when you can get the most through their mitigation to their shields and hull. So I'm going to show you today why that was wrong and what I did. Okay, so let me talk about crews and kind of my thought process. I tried to keep everything as comparable as I could think to do so. So I didn't change the below decks at all. Let me show you where I went. It's been so long since I've done a crew with the Mantis that I personally had to kind of just take a guess. And so I took my Mantis to the level 46 system right here. Vashire, I guess it's pronounced. Anyway, so I went to this system, and I wanted to make sure that what I was doing was comparable. So I kept the crews the same, except for the difference was on the bridge. I swapped out Marcus and Kang. And I went to the system, and I hit hostiles until I could get the 3 buffs to pop, and I hit those 3 ships, the Chrysalis, to get the 3 buffs on my ship, and then I just hit the Apex after that. And I wanted to do this even though I took a little bit of a hit, doing one for the team here, guys. Because this the hull is only 687k when I can get 1 million on my Talios. But I wanted to prove this for the whole galaxy to see, right? Okay, so the only difference here, because both times I went to Actian space, the only difference was Marcus and Kang. So let me show you the crews really quick. So here on my Mantis, everything was the same. I have Tom Paris below decks for mitigation, Tendi for hull health, Mariner for the, I guess, extra damage, a little bit for stats, I suppose, but Hugh for extra criticals, and then Galinar to increase your loot drops. So this is a similar crew to what I recommended, and like I said, the only thing I changed was this slot right here. I switched Marcus and Kang out. So they have the same buffs, we hit Apex, everything should be the same because I did it in the same system. And so let me hop over to Spocks Club, and I uploaded the 5 hits after I had applied the buffs to the ship, because I didn't want to accidentally add some reports here where I'd accidentally not had my buffs up still. So I just picked 5 after, plenty of time to still have the buffs after that, and here's the results. Okay, so with Kang, when we're hitting the Apex, we can kill 303 compared to 288. So that's about, what, 15 more hostiles, more loot, The rounds were the same, the shots fired were the same, and the shots taken. So we took more damage or more shots from the hostiles. The difference might be if they had more criticals that popped. So 5 was more than just 1, but I wanted to at least get a flavor with at least 5. So damage taken. This is damage done. We can look at the damage taken, although I don't think it's as relevant when we're trying to compare which one's more effective. It certainly has an impact where we took, we took less hull damage because we were able to do more damage, I think, with Kang than Marcus, but this is the results, right? So we won't look at that as much, but the damage done. So it's interesting with this crew over here with Marcus, we did 10.9 million total damage, only 10.6 with Kang. We did, total damage from crits. Looks like the numbers are the same. So it is comparing criticals to criticals. Shield damage. We did much less shield damage, 1.6 compared to 2.4, and less hull damage with Marcus, 2.8 compared to 4.2 with Kang. So with this, and this is where the biggest difference is here that shows in the report, that how much did the hostile mitigate damage? Well, the hostile mitigated almost 7 million, so 56.3% was their mitigation, where Kang's was only 4.4. So the hostile did not mitigate as much damage, so more went to the hull, more went to the shields, even though we did less damage, which I think is a key thing to take away from this, whether you're looking at Actian hostiles or whatever you're looking at, right? That if you can get past more of their mitigation stats, then more is going to go to the hull and the shields. Remember, after mitigation, which is based upon their primary stat and how much your skills and whatnot can pierce or get past that. So just a key thing to take away, that once you get past the mitigation, then it's an 80-20 split where 80 goes to the shields and 20 goes to the hull. And this is just standard damage we're looking at here, the basic idea or concept, right? Okay, so the lesson here is that these Actians, the Apex, the Interceptors, even though STFC.space says that they act like explorers, where their highest defensive stat is in fact shield deflection, that you would need Marcus to overcome with his shield piercing, they actually are not, and they act like they should be, even though STFC.space is wrong. They act like they should be. They act like they should be as interceptors, and Kang helps to overcome that mitigation and gets more damage done to the hostile so you can get more loot. Okay, so that's the video today. I hope that's helpful. I don't mind being wrong, and I love that I had some viewers that were able to point that out to me so I could correct this and send this out to the community. But as you're looking to do your crews and you're trying to figure out, okay, who am I going to set up with that? Remember that if you put Kang on your bridge and not Marcus, you're gonna still take more damage from those initial 3 hostiles that you hit to apply the buffs to your ship. But then once you're hitting those once you're hitting the Interceptors or the Apex with Kang, you're gonna be a lot more effective than you ever would be with Marcus. Like I said, my research may come into play, and I may have a little bit different results as far as the mitigation I get with Marcus against the Interceptors than you may, or maybe your research is better and you'll have better results. But bottom line, Kang is better against the Interceptors. STFC.space. Bottom line, Kang is better against the Interceptors, the Apex, and STFC.space is not right. So please, please, please take a note of this and make sure when you're hitting those Interceptors that you're using Kang. Before I go, just one more reminder, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel, helps us grow. Hit that thumbs up and hit that bell notification subscribe, and hit that bell notification so that you can keep aware of future content and help this channel grow. I really appreciate all your support, your comments, and your feedback. And lastly, if you want to, I'll put the Discord link for my Discord below where you can join for monthly giveaways. Still trying to get the channel to grow. Once we hit, I think, the 1,000 subscribers, we're about 40% of the way there right now. But once we hit the 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to start looking at maybe doing more than just the one giveaway. We'll just kind of have to see how it goes. But that's the goal, and that's the direction we're going. So any help you can do would surely be appreciated. So anyways, thank you so much. Leave your comments and questions below or hit me up on Discord. Happy to help however I can, and have a good day.